Hello, my name's John, this is a July Hobby Roundup, and you're watching War Games, Models and Other Hobbies. Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's roundup, we're going to be having a look at some of the things that I've worked on this month, as well as answering a question and also having an unboxing. So, to jump straight in, let's have a look at some of the things that I've made. I will leave links down in the description of the videos relating to these. I have, in fact, pretty much all the hobby has been documented this month in this month's videos, so you'll be able to go back, take a look and see exactly what I've done. So first off, here we have from Aliens Another Glorious Day in the Core, we have the xenomorphs that I was putting together. Really enjoyed putting these models together. So there's a big bundle of those, as well as the Colonial Marines. So here we have Hicks with the shotgun. We've got Hudson with a motion tracker and a pulse rifle. Vasquez with the smart gun. And then Frost with a flame unit. And yeah, loads of xenomorphs. There's more in the box. But like I said, I'll drop a link in the description to the videos of me putting these together. I do hope in the not too distant future to pick up more of this set of games. I'm going to do quite a few videos on it because supposedly you can play it single player, and I want to see if that mechanic works. But yeah, next few months expect a few more videos on this subject. As well as that, related to Aliens, I did a little bit of an unboxing of this item. I'll leave the link in the description. It is actually this little pop gun, which is used as a prop within the film Aliens, but like I said, I'll leave a link in the description so you can go and watch that specific video. So going on to a few of the things that I've worked on this month, I finished off my little project of painting Johan Stren, the little Warhammer running character from the Giant kit. Really enjoyed this little project. Like I said, I'm going to leave in the description the links to this video. Let me zoom in though so you can have a good look at it. There we go, that's better. So there we have on the textured base with the little grass, the little running man, and you'll also notice he has soiled himself whilst running. But yeah, it has actually ended up a little bit glossy, this finished model, so I'll probably hit it with something to matte it down later on, but really happy with this little kind of playing around with the techniques on this. Like I said, I'll drop a link in the description to all the videos for creating this little guy. So, just as a little bit of an intermission, I want to talk about a Necromunda gang that I worked on quite a while ago, but I had a question about their paint scheme. This is one of my Delat gangs, and I'll zoom back on in so we can run through each of these little characters. So here we have one of the gang members. We'll go through all of them so you can see them. But I had a comment asking how I did the general paint scheme, and I thought perfect time to run through it. So there we have the one that I made accidentally look like it's playing snooker or pool. There we have the gang leader, and then the two other members just there. So the paint scheme, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see this a bit better. So looking at the gang leader, predominantly I always start with a white base coat. So this was no different for these models. I started with a white spray base over the whole thing. I then did a base coat of Rhinox hide over everywhere I wanted to be a leather finish. I then did a dry brush over that of Rakarth flesh. I then did a few washes of Agrax Earthshade, and then to finish it off over the top, I did some washes of Nuln Oil. This gave a real depth to the leather. The metallics were Lead Belcher with a wash of Agrax Earthshade and then Nuln Oil. And then the green lit areas, that was a white base followed with the Hexwraith Flame technical paint, which gives a really nice kind of finish to look like glowing lights, that kind of thing. So we get that nice glowing finish. Then the skin, again, that was just a white paint over the top. Not many colours in that one, but it's a really fun one to play around with. So the next thing that I want to run through, we're going to jump back a day or so to a little unboxing that I did. I started videoing it, but then it didn't seem like a complete video in itself. So I'm going to include the unboxing now. So let's go and have a look. I ordered something a little while ago and it has turned up today. And I wanted to open it on camera so you can get my reaction about how I think, what I think of this object. So let me get to an end and open it up. I want to be careful. I don't know what the packaging inside is going to be, whether this item's in a box or whatever, but we shall see. Okay, so it is in a box inside. So nothing else in that box. So let's trim that bubble wrap. Oh, find more tape. Yeah, so other than Warhammer, I do have a lot of other hobbies, hence the name of the channel. And I do like collecting certain things, and I have a variety of different collections. And this is something that bridges the gap between collections. So I do actually have a antique sword collection, which I inherited from my dad. He keeps giving me them every so often, and I really like looking into the history of them and so on. But then I have my whole prop collection side of things. So this combines the two. So we'll get this open. And there are various different replicas, versions of this one. And this is, let's just get this out. This is the Sword of Omens from Thundercats in its dagger form. So here we have, it is, I will stress this, it is not a real blade, it is completely blunt. It's made from stainless steel. And there we have the handle with the detail of the eye. Now, to be honest, I got this knowing that I might remake the gem of the eye. This actually looks like Sauron's eye, but that doesn't bother me because I'm going to tweak and adjust it. Growing up, I love Thundercats. I have all of the series on DVD. It also comes with this little base, which has some screws to attach this to, and then the dagger sits in there like that. So let's have a look at the whole thing, all of these parts. So firstly, the base. It is a sprayed MDF, not the worst quality, but I have ideas for a different display that I want to do for this. But I've got the screws in the box, so I'll put that together to display it. And yeah, like I said, the base slots on like that, so it stands up straight. The blade is not sharpened, and I'm not planning on doing that whatsoever. This is just a display piece. It's the handle that I'm more interested in. So here we have the Eye of Thundera. I am actually going to replace this, like I said. I'm looking to get the same version of this as the full-size Sword of Omens, and that also has a different gem that needs replacing, so it is something that I'm looking at doing. But overall, the cast of the hilt, it's not too bad. It's stainless steel, it's been slightly weathered, we have a few gems along it here, it feels the right sort of size. Yeah, that's it. It's quite a nice piece. And this is the piece that I unboxed. This is the Sword of Omens from Thundercats in its dagger form. So it's short form before it turns into the full sword. Now, I am thinking about getting the Sword of Omens as well in its full size form, but I thought I'd start off by getting this one because it's quite a nice manageable piece for my collection. It's a stainless steel blade, it's not sharp or anything like that, and it's a zinc alloy handle that I found out recently as well. The one thing I will replace on it is the Eye of Thundera, which I'm thinking of doing something slightly different to make it look a little less like the Eye of Sauron, and you'll see it's slightly crooked on this side. So that's something that I'll do in a future video. But yeah, that was a recent purchase that I'm quite happy with. And then finally, from my last video, which again I'm going to leave a link in the description, I have been working on a classic Carnifex. Let's zoom on in. But the paint scheme is inspired by the artwork of Mark Gibbon. I'll put it up on the screen now so you can see it. And since the last video, you'll see, if you've watched it, that I've worked on the legs and the body as well. So we have what I wanted to be like a line drawn effect, a painted effect, to create this Screamer Killer Carnifex. The base itself, if I just take him off for now because it's not stuck on, I've used the text from the 2nd edition codex as the basis for the base, and with washes and inks I'm going to paint over the top of it to make it look similar to the artwork. I will complete this one on another video just so you can see exactly how I've done it, but there we have the model so far. Well, that's it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed my little run through of what I've been working on this month. Like I said, I'm going to leave links in the description. I want to thank all of my new followers who have joined the channel recently, and I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm producing. If you aren't following the channel, please consider hitting the follow and the little bell to get notifications from when I produce my videos, when I release them. If you like my content, please hit the like as well. It's really helpful. Now, just to finish up this video, I'm going to say that I'm taking a break over August to have a little bit of downtime, do a bit of hobby off camera, that kind of thing, but I will be returning at the end of August. I've got a whole selection of things in store for you to watch, so please be patient and stay tuned for that. But for now, I hope you have a really lovely summer. My name's John, and you've been watching War Games, Models, and Other Hobbies.